The time is upon us for the Pittsburgh Penguins to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets in their rematch. Yes. Yes. I am stoked. Here we go, guys. It's Pittsburgh Penguins and Columbus Blue Jackets going head to head. Season's coming to a close. Looks like the playoffs are finally starting to finalize. And it really looks like these two teams are going to be in the playoffs together, which would be sweet. 7-game series between these two teams would be absolutely amazing. I am freaking stoked for this game right now. I want to see who comes out. I want to see who kicks some serious ass. Both these two teams are at the top of their division. They've been going head and head all freaking season long. Just like Chicago and the Wild were, Pittsburgh and Columbus are right up there. Right now we got Pittsburgh with just 1 point ahead of Columbus, but do not count Columbus out. Now Columbus has had a little bit of a hiccup, their own hiccup. Last few games, they're coming off a couple losses, a close one to Washington. On the other hand, Pittsburgh also, same kind of thing. They've been going through a little bit of a hiccup themselves. We all saw that they got their ass kicked from Chicago. So they needed to kind of get their game back a little bit. Yes, I know they got a lot of guys injured. They had about 7 to 9 guys out that game, I believe. 7 core guys. That's a lot of guys. But as far as I'm concerned, and I will always say this, it's all just an excuse. Listen, it's playoff time. If you want to win the cup, you need to get your shit together. You got to play as a team. Guys got to step up. You're going to have guys that are banged up. It's the end of the season. It's what happens in sports. But honestly, guys, I'm looking for a really sweet hockey game today. And I think both teams are going to come out and just punch each other in the face. And literally, it could literally happen like that too. What are we waiting for? Let's play the game. Hey, Billy, get the game going. I'll get Billy to do it. Don't worry. Billy's pretty cool. Here we go, guys. We just had the puck drop. I'm ready for some greasy stuff, some fighting, some scrambles, some eye pokes, some eye gouges. Oh, I hear my coffee dripping out, so I'm gonna go grab that and I will be right back. We'll be right back after these messages. See, right off the bat, the Pens have come out just flying. They've really regrouped. They're starting to get their game together. They're having more puck possession. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the Penguins right now. In fact, the Penguins' fourth line actually had a lot of offensive zone coverage. That is honestly what you want to see from your fourth line. If you're getting offensive zone coverage from your fourth line, you guys are doing something right. You know, you get your first line back on, second line, and you can just really start to wear out the other team. And all that offensive zone coverage as well can bring on some penalties for you. So the Penguins right now are getting a quick little power play. So we're about 7 minutes into the game, and so far it's been all Pens. Columbus needs to try and get a greasy goal or something and try and get their team fired up. They did burn off that power play, so it might give them a little bit of a boost, but so far I'm just seeing the Pens working them over. Man, the Pens are coming hard right now. They're so hungry for the first goal. So do not be surprised if they get the first one today. Columbus is finally bringing a little bit of heat here, getting some offensive zone coverage. Still 0-0. We're about 10 minutes into the first. So only about 10 minutes left. And yeah, so far pretty solid period of hockey. Oh my God, Bobrovsky just robbed one of the Pens. Massive save, biggest save of the game, kept them in. Kept the score 0-0. Whoo! That was a good save. The Pens are the hungrier team, and they end up getting the first goal. There's a minute 9 left in the first period, and the Penguins go up 1-0. I wonder if this is enough to kind of shake Columbus a little bit. Say, listen guys, if we don't get our heads in the game here, it's gonna run away from us. So let's start hunkering down now. So that's the end of the first period, and yeah, right at the end there, Columbus was coming pretty hard. So I wonder if that goal kind of woke them up a little bit. But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens in the second. Okay, so second period just started, and as I can see, Columbus has woken up a little bit. We'll see if they can get back into this game. Hopefully quick for them, so they don't have to drag it out and worry about it later. There we go, Columbus trying to get that greasy goal, just shoving their sticks in there, and then obviously you got to scramble, a nice little scrum after that. There we go, this is what we've been waiting for. We want some greasiness in this game. Remember, these teams don't like each other. In fact, they hate each other. But the reason why you don't see a lot of that near the end of the season is because guys, I mean, look at all the guys that are injured right now. They can't afford to have any more injuries, you know, especially right before the playoffs. But when you get two teams who really don't like each other, sometimes that kind of goes out the window and you don't think about that. And you get greasy, you fight a little bit. That's what I like to see. We're about halfway down the second period. Still 1-0 for the Penguins. A much more closer back and forth game than the first period. Like I said, Columbus has woken up right now. They're trying to get that equalizer. And just like that, Pittsburgh Penguins go up 2-0. So it's a Penguins rush coming up. Nice pass over to Hornquist, and he beats Bobrovsky. It's a nice goal. Wow, Penguins go up 3-0 now. Man, Columbus better do something quick. Game's running away on them. Okay, so that's the end of the second. Pens are still up 3-0. I'm looking for the Columbus Blue Jackets to come out just swinging in the third. It's all they've really got left now to try and get back into this game. I mean, these are big games for both these two teams. This is the time when you want to be perfecting your game. You know, you should already have your game down, and you should be learning how to implement it more. You know, fine-tuning it. It's the end of the season. There's no time to create a whole new game. Yes, you got to shuffle guys around. Guys are injured. Guys are coming back. You got to, you know, juggle lines. But in my opinion, it's all about fine-tuning now. There's only a couple games left. So we'll see what happens in the third. I've got a good feeling Columbus is going to come back and make a bit of a game out of it. Because if they don't, it's not really good for them. Okay, so the third period just started, and the Pittsburgh Penguins just scored another goal. So they go up 4-0. I hate to say it, but I think Columbus is pretty much out of this game. I mean, even if they score a few goals, I just don't see them coming back for the win. This game's pretty much done, in my opinion. Kind of a shame. Can't catch a break, man. There's the horn, so that's the game. Your final score is Penguins 4-1 over the Blue Jackets. You know what? I'm really impressed with the Penguins. They came out, they didn't sit back at all. They took it right to Columbus, and they wanted to prove to themselves that they're the better team. And tonight, they did just that. Columbus, on the other hand, they're still going through their hiccup, you can tell. I mean, if it was a closer game, if they won, say, 3-3 in overtime or something, that's a totally different story. But getting blown out of the water, 4-1, this close to the playoffs is not a good thing. They need to do some soul searching right now. I know they're a young team, and they've come a very long way this year. They should be very proud of themselves from where they've come, but at the same time, I didn't see a championship team from them tonight. So good job from the Penguins. It makes me want to see the Penguins versus Chicago again because of what happened last time, but possibly in the Stanley Cup Finals, we might see something like that. It's a very real possibility. Like I said before, it's getting very exciting right now. There's only one more week of the season left before the playoffs start. So stay tuned, guys. There's more action coming up soon. I promise it'll be awesome. Okay, so stick with it, and we'll see you guys soon.
Take care.
Not really.
So we're about halfway